Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Thursday, April 2nd, 2015. Okay, as far as the numbers from yesterday, probably the most striking. Most of them were pretty good. In range. Some were at the high part of the range. Some were at the low part of the range. But the ADP employment report was a little bit of a surprise, if you ask me. They were expecting 230,000 jobs created, and the survey came up with 189,000. Looking at the chart here, there is definitely a trend right now to the downside on job creation. So, unemployment rate's going to come out on Friday. Nobody's going to care because the market's going to be closed. That should be interesting. So, I don't know what to say about that. The unemployment number, which will be the magic number, might be down to 1%. I don't know what the heck the government's going to say, but it's meaningless to me. Anyway, I think that this ADP employment report, and I don't know what kind of motivation they would have to come out and fudge it to the upside or fudge it to the downside. But over here on the employment situation, there's a lot of motivation and there's a lot of mistrust with the government. So I don't really believe this number, That's just the way that it is. Okay, so for today, we have international trade and jobless claims, another bogus number, and then factory orders at 10 o'clock, and I think that's the big hitters for today. Got a couple of these in the afternoon. They have black dots on them, which means that they could have an impact, but likely not unless they're really bad. Moving right along, let's see here, go up here, scroll up here. I was looking for interesting stuff. There's a lot of interesting stuff. Across the ponds, though, Asia is looking really strong today, and Europe is basically flat. There's some red and some green, but they're not very big numbers. Okay, so recession, water cuts. That's not conservation, that's cuts in California. It's pretty desperate there in some spots. And college freshmen flunk Financial Literacy 101. That, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty scary. I don't know what they're teaching in the schools. I really don't understand it. There's a business here. We're rural here, and there's a business that moved here, and I don't remember the name, and I don't know what they do, but it's some sort of metal manufacturing business that is looking for mechanics and welders and can't find them. They don't have shop in high school anymore. So those kind of skills are not being taught, at least even in the rural high school here. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what we're going to do. We lose those skills. We just ship everything over to China. Is that what we do? And then complain about it? I don't know. Anyway, let's move to the futures here. I'll get off my pulpit here. Futures down across the board here. Relatively significant. We're maybe heading towards 0.5% here. We got a 0.5% down move on gold. Oil, same thing, 49.86. Like to see it go a little bit lower because I have to make a gas purchase pretty soon. And the dollar is 98, getting slightly weaker against the euro. The euro is at $1.08. All right. Bought some stuff here. I didn't buy. I sold. I don't know. I entered a bunch of things yesterday, and they are Apple, Amazon, Google, Netflix, and the Russell. And most are doing pretty good. Chipotle, which opened on, when did I open it? Tuesday, I think? Might have been Tuesday. Is the only one that's really hurting right now, but it's, I don't know why. I think it's an increase in IV or something, reason why, because price hasn't really moved all that much. We'll look at it as we go through the A+ list. So let's start right off with Apple. So here we have Apple. They have their iWatch launch coming up pretty soon. And I'm not sure if this time period that I'm going to be in here overlaps that or not. But I will make sure that I get out before that comes, because you just don't know what it's going to do. But whatever it does, it's probably going to be big. So I found it here, $4.24. So we'll be out of that trade before that happens. There. All right. So $4.24. This is $4.10. Sounds like a shotgun. So we'll be out long before that launch comes. So here's a short. Here's the hook. And a swing and a miss. Oh, no. Sounds like a baseball game here. So we're in. We collected... what did we collect on that one? Apple, 52 cents. And that was a 30 delta. And we have Amazon, which we got in on this yesterday as well. Here's the actual price that we got in and approximate time on this candle, which is right around noon. Came down here and everything was looking pretty good, so I jumped in. The day ended up finishing strong, but that's okay. Doesn't look like it's going to be off to a big start today. BIDU, we are not in on that. Even though we did get a hook on a stochastic, we didn't get a confirmation. Took a look at it yesterday and passed on it. So we still have one more day on that. We're in a nice strong downtrend, so hopefully we can get some confirmation down here on the MACD. And here's Chipotle. Even though it closed pretty close to the close from the previous day, there wasn't much difference there. I believe probably we might have had a little bit of a jump in IV to go along with that. Don't know why, because it was a green candle, but we're pretty safe here for right now, at least visually. We look like we're pretty far away. So I'm not going to worry about that one too much. Here's the actual price that we bought it. So the current price is lower, slightly. But it's got to be IV that's chewing into that credit that we got. Okay, Costco. Missed that one. Why wasn't that on my list yesterday? It was actually, we had it on the we'll put list, and it should have been on the list for yesterday. I don't know why I did not do that, but that's okay, because I'm not sure I'm interested in doing too much more this week anyway. Last trading day, no video tomorrow. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Let's see. So I didn't get into that. Should have wrote it down, but I didn't. Let's take a look at the Dow. Here's that resistance line. We're looking to see if it would come up there and what it would do. May not come up there. Here's gold. Had a very nice day yesterday. Almost got back up here. I don't know. Let's see here. Where is this? Okay, so we collected 73 cents and it's at 79 cents. So it's down $6. That's alright. It's way out there in May. Should probably put an alert on this, but I don't think it's ready yet for an alert. Alright, Google. Here is that trade that we got in on yesterday at 560 is our strike. Here's the actual price of the underlying when we entered and the time. So that one is looking healthy. This is a bottom feeder hook, I guess you might say. LinkedIn, I think that's what I started calling it, bottom feeder hook. This too is sort of a bottom feeder hook. LinkedIn looking very weak. Rolling over on the weeklies. This trade is looking pretty healthy right now. Let's go back here and take a peek. LinkedIn. We're at like $120 at that. I might just exit LinkedIn today. I'm going to make a note of that. Did they at least consider it? Analyze, tab, where are we here? Let's take this off. Yeah, we're well past 50% on this. Max is 196, we're at 119, so I might just get out of that today. Alright, NDX. I was a little chicken on this yesterday. I didn't feel real comfortable doing this one. I couldn't get far enough away. I think my short would have been right around this 43.60, 43.55 mark, and I was not feeling real comfortable with that. So I took a pass on it. Netflix, got in on that. That one was a little tighter than I would have liked, but I got a feeling we're moving into a strong downtrend here. Well, I don't have a feeling. I actually am seeing it. We're just starting it here on the daily, but it looked pretty good here on the intraday, and we had a rollover for the last couple of weeks on the weekly. So it might be in a bit of a correction mode, and we'll be able to get out before earnings comes up. So we're here at 420 and collected $1.38 on that one. That one was really juicy. Priceline. Also entered it. Here's the price of the underlying when we entered. Here's our hooks and confirmation. We're in an uptrend on the weeklies, but a pretty strong trend on the daily. So our strike is 1172.50, I believe, and collected $1.35 on that. Russell. Jumped in on that yesterday as well. It took a while, but it finally executed. This is the price of the underlying when it did happen. Here's the move in the afternoon. Take a look here. Russell's down $60 right now, but I sort of expect it to open down a little bit today, so we'll see what happens as the day wears on. Strike is up here at 12.60. Collected $1.60 on that. SPX, as we're into our second day on it. Here's our entry price for the underlying, and we're sinking, and hopefully we'll sink a little bit more today. That one, just for your information, collected $1.90 on it. And then last but not least is Tesla, and they were on the list yesterday. Did not get a confirmation when I looked at it. Took a pass on it. Very strong downtrend, however. Very strong. And actually, that's it for today. I'm going to close up for now, and I guess the next time we will be talking will be Monday. So good luck to everybody. Have a good Easter. Enjoy the weather. If you're like me, weather should be fairly decent over the weekend. At least we don't expect any freezing. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and a weekend, and happy trading.